Nicki, Nicki, Nicki.
Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on.
What's going on, y'all? Nicki got sent to the slammer. I know I'm late and $1 short, but girl, let me tell y'all something. This was a random out of nowhere situation that I would have never saw coming, girl. Like, get my crystals, get me on my Zoom, because let me tell you something. I laughed, and I'm gonna tell y'all why I laughed and why everybody else laughed. Because Nicki Minaj, for the longest, has been very anti everything when it comes to movements and conversations about radical stuff, even the surface level radical stuff or blackness, and talking about these things. Like, this is the woman who can be quoted saying black girl tragic, and who fans use terms and stuff on Twitter like shea butter Twitter, like all these dog whistles of anti-black rhetoric. So now Nicki Minaj, who was unfortunately arrested in Amsterdam for having some soft drugs, quote unquote soft, was sent to the slammer. Like, girl, Amsterdam police locked her up and said, hey, girl, like, just sit tight. We trying to get you right before, your show, but just like play along and do what you need to do. But we found some stuff. And Nicki's trying to explain herself. She's on Instagram Live talking and, having a conversation. I found this whole thing weird because, first and foremost, you're a Nicki Minaj. You are Nicki Minaj, the Harajuku Barbie, Nicki, the ninja, the street fighter, all of that. Where is your team, in the words of Nene Leakes? Where is your team? Where is your team? Like, where is your team to be able to get on the horn and call folks? Girl, do you need to call Preston from Summer House? Like, are you Bria? Like, I'm confused. You should have called your team, had them get you together. Like, let me tell you something that happened to me, calling my mama, dad, calling Antoinette. I'm calling the girls, like I'm calling the squad, like, hey girl, I'm making one call. That's all. One call. What is it? Them guy that kept, now I don't know who that, one call, that's all. And that's one of my dear friends who I know is going to make the things work. I'm gonna be nervous, but they're gonna get it done. They're gonna get it done. And Nicki Minaj has resources, funds, all of these things, connections, ties, industry people that, what is going on? You couldn't call Ariana Grande, what are you doing here? Like, you couldn't call these folks. Like, I'm confused. Why are you activating your fan base to, what are they gonna do besides have a conversation? What are they gonna do? And I think Nicki Minaj is so addicted to attention that she couldn't help herself in this moment. And now she is trying to say that, oh, this was this thing and da-da-da. Like, girl, this is not finna be no Black Lives Matter situation for somebody who has been very anti-black and very ignorant about black causes for the last couple of years. A person who has made jokes and clowned a black woman for experiencing abuse. Like, girl, made fun of someone being, like, girl, bully frat. That was you, sister. Now you and your fan base want to talk about how, these countries are racist and all this other stuff. Like, well, yes, this is something we've been talking about. The same rhetoric you've been engaging in, the same rhetoric your fan base uses to describe black folks and to talk about people online each and every day. The very fan base that you be activating on Twitter and liking their stuff when they're saying disrespectful stuff about black folks, fat black folks, all of that. That's you, sister. All of these things. So this is the reason why I laughed and I found it hilarious. I found it hilarious because, girl, no shade, I never thought you was in danger. You're not in danger, girl. You are a rich celebrity. That man told you we trying to get you together and have you in time for your show. Like, all of us, regular people, your fan base do not have that type of, like, we don't have that type of thing. We are not getting that type of treatment. Like, your celebrity protects you to a certain degree. You're still black at the end of the day. But that police officer, whoever stopped you and said whatever, now you got your fans not understanding the law, not understanding things, talking about some, oh, it was legal, da-da-da. That doesn't mean you bring it in. That means you purchase it while you are there. And I found it very weird that she was saying it was pre-rolls. Like, that's not my stuff. It's like, girl, this is the same person who's been saying all these things about everybody else being drunk and having a drinking problem. And a homegirl who has been known to say that she likes a pill or two pills and Miss Pills and Potions herself. Double, boiling trouble. Like, girl, pills and potions, you are out here now, like, being accused of having some stuff in your bag. It wasn't hot sauce in your bag, swag. It was some other stuff. Like, what was it? I don't believe it was pre-rolls. I believe it's something else. I don't know what it was. But it was something, girl, for them to say, hey, come and knock on my door. Like, they got you together. They was waiting for you. They was waiting for you, sister, at the door. And it's just funny, like, watching her try to kind of get ahead of it. It's just pre-rolls. It's just, girl. Sister, them was not no pre-rolls in there. Like, they said soft drug. They never said. She was like, it's just weed. She's supposed to say soft drug. And oh my gosh, it was just like funny watching like a fan base who's been engaged in all type of anti-black stuff now. Oh my God, it's just the world is trying to get black women. And now Nicki Minaj she was on Twitter talking about they have tried their best to end this tour. They've tried to do everything to end this tour. Girl, let me tell you something. Ain't nobody that interested in this tour like that. The powers that be are not out to get you. Girl, the only person that's out to get you is you and then your husband. Period. And then them creditors. Because we know you doing this tour to pay down some debt. Like, you is deep in debt. That's why you ain't got no music videos for this album that came out in December. We ain't seen no music videos, girl. Like, you maybe need to pay back your publisher too. Like, that's probably why you was trying to sign Ice Spice over to make some dollars off of her. And girl, even she saw through that mess. I'm screaming. I believe everything Ice Spice allegedly sent in that text message with homegirl. Stormy, I can't wait to see y'all. Hey, bars, because I know y'all watching. But ain't y'all supposed to be on hiatus, whatever? I don't know, whatever y'all doing this week. But I know y'all here. But girl, the whole situation, when I saw it, I was like, this is not real. But baby, when that thing slammed, I screamed. I haven't laughed like that in a while. Like, I was hollering. Them folks was listening songs to it. Oh my God. Kamala Harris, all of that. I screamed. And just watching now Nicki just try to turn this into like, I'm a black woman and they're trying to get me and this is whatever. Like, yeah, girl, this is the same stuff we've been talking about and the same stuff you've been pushing back on. Like, whenever folks talk about like the industry and things and whatever, you be like, oh no, that's not because y'all not working hard. You are one of those. You are definitely giving boomer. You are definitely a boomer. You definitely are one of those folks. Like, no, I don't think that's what the issue is. You girls are just not doing what y'all need to do to make it. And you know what? I completely agree with Deshaun and what they said in the video that we did on Patreon about this, that Nicki Minaj is a product of all the things she's experienced as far as like the misogyny in the industry. And she's still stuck in that. Like, she's still stuck in that. And it's out of survival, but it's like, girl, at this point to me, it's like, sister, like, let go and let go of that. But she refuses to, because that's how she sees the world, which makes her dangerous. Like, that's even when her talking to Ice Spice, like, oh, this is the deal I signed. Like, yada, yada, like, okay, girl, that's the deal you signed, but it was effed up. And I ain't interested in that. I ain't trying to get effed over like you. Anybody, I can't believe I did that. Anybody who wants you to go through the stuff that they went through are not good people. I don't want anybody like up and coming, like, to go through the things that I experienced. Like, I'm going to teach them, like, hey girl, this is stuff I experienced. This is what you need to look out for. Like, this is what you need to, like, girl, don't make the same mistakes. That's how we become a better society and true community. But if you're out to get the next person, what does that say? What does that say about you, sister? Like, what does that say about you and your thought process and how you treat people? And apparently Nicki Minaj fired her whole team or something. Maybe they was like stealing from her. What folks were saying, she was saying that they were charging her too much for things, and she had fired her whole team. Girl, yeah, you fired a whole team. You should have hired some more folks. Like, you are Nicki Minaj. This is what be getting me with Nicki Minaj. She is ultimately this very, very powerful person. She has no problem letting us know, like, girl, you can't stop me. What God got for me, I'm doing this. Like, I'm the queen. Like, all of these things. She constantly, every second, every minute, every day, every hour, reminding us. And then when it comes to this stuff, it's like she's powerless. Like, oh my gosh, which one is it? Your fan base is the most powerful fan base on the face of this earth, but you are like, what's going on? It seems like it's just a narrative of you playing victim 24/7, which is why you don't even like the thought of any or the idea of anybody else playing the victim. Like, you don't like that because you are ultimately the pick me victim. Like, you are that girl. You are that girl. You are the visuals. You are that. Like, you want to be the victim. Like, you want to be the only victim in the room. That's what it is. That's what it's giving. Like, everybody out to get you. Have you thought for a second that maybe you're just not a good person? Maybe you are moving weird and have done some, some interesting things that folks like, they looking at you sideways. Even the female rap girls who come to you, who like how you treat them, how you treated JT in that live stream, how you treat the female rappers under you and how they have to damn near beg you or whatever. Like, that stuff that you did to JT on their live stream, that told me everything about your character. And honestly, it gave a little bit of colorist. Now I'm not even gonna hold you, because how she talks to all the other black girls versus how she talks to the other girls, the way she talks to the darker girls, like how she treats them, I'm not saying, like, something is weird. Like, she doesn't talk to Ice Spice like that because she knows Ice Spice doesn't have to listen to her. She don't have to. Like, she knows that Ice Spice don't need her. The girls who don't need her, she treats them differently. The girls who do need her kind of seal of approval, she walks on them because she can. Like, because she can. And that's disgusting. So this is the reason why I laughed. Like, I thought it was hilarious. I'm not gonna hold you. I thought it was funny. I cackled for a minute watching that because she's stupid. Like, she's not really intelligent. She's not really smart. She's a fool. And just to see her experience that and just not acting as a 40-year-old industry vet that knows who to call, like, was funny because I'm like, girl, you have the power. You got the power. Pick up the phone and get on the horn. Get on the horn and call folks and get stuff done. Like, it was so unprofessional, like ghetto. Like, you talking about everybody else ghetto. Like, this was so ghetto, unprofessional. You should have got on the phone, made a call, like, hey girl, that's it. Like, I'm gonna get out. You record. I understand her recording it and documenting it because anything could have happened. But girl, to try to invoke Sandra Bland, are you okay? Like, girl, you're sick invoking this woman who, lost her life. Like, girl, like, come on now, Nicki, you need to stop. Like, you're feeling yourself and not in the right way. Like, girl, ooh, I don't know. But I just want to do this video, give y'all my thoughts because I thought interesting. I'm not going to hold y'all for somebody who's spent the last whatever making fun of a black woman who experienced the things that she has experienced. Girl, I didn't feel anything for you. Sorry, sister.